So like I said in my last review, I filmed Black Mirror before, or my review for it, and then deleted the footage, because that's what a smart YouTuber does. So I have to refilm it all over again. So luckily I remember a lot about it because I just filmed it not that long ago. But I'm going to talk about Black Mirror today. Now first let me just say that this is probably one of the best anthology series that I've seen on Netflix, let alone forever. And I'm gonna say the only reason why this is one of my favorite things in the world now is because every single ending is shit for the characters. That might be a little spoilery for you, but it's not really, because just know that this show is sad, it's depressing, it's horrible for the characters. There's no happy endings, and I mean, I guess maybe some can be interpreted as happy, I don't know. But generally, it's all pretty shitty for them. And I love that. I love horrible endings. I love the ending of The Mist. I love those kind of things. So this kind of show is gold. Now this is a UK show, anthology show, and it basically consists of 2 seasons and 3 episodes each. So it's really, really short. They did do a Christmas special, which I have not seen yet, but I really, really want to watch it because I love the show. And yeah, I wish that's the only downfall to this little series thing, to be honest, is that there are very few episodes of it. But the 6 episodes that exist that I've seen are unbelievable. Now I like a few more than the others, so I'm gonna kind of go through each episode quickly, because I want to discuss the details of each one, because they're like little short movies for each one. So I thought instead of just sitting here and talking about them as little, you know, series chunks, I'd rather do by episodes and tell you my favorite episodes of each season. Starting with season 1, it starts with an episode called The National Anthem. Now you should know that this is all taking place in like another, kind of like in the future where technology runs the world. All of these episodes contain some kind of technological advance or something about it. And in a way, that can be horrifying. Some of these ideas are absolutely terrifying, but kind of cool at the same time, and I think a lot of us would actually want them. But anyway, this one takes place in the UK, obviously, and it is about the leader of the nation, and he gets a message from this princess. I don't know, it's kind of a vague future thing, so we don't know who these people actually are, but this princess says that if you don't do this thing on national television by such and such date, they're gonna kill me. And you find out what he has to do, and that is just disturbing. Some people say that this is not their favorite episode, but I have to say, no, it's not my favorite episode of this season, just kidding. But I think it's a good start to the season. Like, I think it's a legit episode, and it is, a lot of these have shock value to them, which is nice, and that's what this one has for sure. The next one is 15 Million Merits, and this one is such a tragic love story, and it is a beautiful story though. I really, really enjoyed this one. Again, not my favorite, so by process of elimination, the 3rd episode is my favorite of this season. But the second one is about, it's in the future, and basically to work you have to pedal on this bike all day and you earn merits. And you use these merits for things like food at vending machines, toothpaste, watching porn if you want to, things like that you spend your merits on. And so this guy has tons and tons of merits because they were handed down to him from his brother. So then he meets this girl in the same station thing that he's in, and it's just very weird. Like, they all have like these rooms, and every wall is the screen, so like, can you imagine watching porn on that? The next one is The Entire History of You, and this is my favorite of this one because it's sad and, again, a beautiful story. It basically is about this couple, and the husband is insanely jealous of his wife and her kind of weird relationship she has with one of her friends, and he's like convinced that she's sleeping with him. And the technology part of this episode is that they have these little implants that you can get behind your ear that basically connect to your memory, and so it records every single thing that you see, eat, smell, taste, just everything here. And then you can replay them later on. You can watch it yourself, or you can project them onto onto the wall for other people to see. So you can share your experiences that way. And so that was intense. Like, that is crazy. I'm so glad we don't have that, but knowing us, we'll probably reach that point someday. So season 2 starts off with the episode called Be Right Back, which is, again, a sad tale. This one is probably my favorite of the second season. Mostly because it stars someone from Harry Potter, but you know. But this is also kind of a love story, and this woman loses her boyfriend and husband? Boyfriend? I don't know. Anyway, she loses her significant other and right after moving into this place, and then she hears about this service that you can do where you can talk to your deceased significant other or whoever passes away in your life. It kind of starts off on the computer, so you can, you know, type to them and the other person, you know, not the other person, but like whatever, the technology acts like them and says things like them, and basically you give them pictures and videos, anything you have about them, and it'll recreate their personality for you. So it's like a comforting type of thing, which I would not partake in myself because that is just really depressing. So then you can take it a step further and talk to them on the phone, and so she goes through that process, and it sounds just like him, and it's again very sad. So she's constantly talking to him on the phone, and then one day her phone breaks and she like has a total meltdown because she has lost contact with her boyfriend and can no longer speak to him, but then she, you know, gets contact back, and so Ash, which is her boyfriend's name, tells her about this other service that's offered that's kind of experimental, and then yeah, it's just pretty disturbing. Let's just say she buys a blank body, you put it in the bathtub, boom, there's your dead person. So that one's pretty crazy. Like, that is horrifying. Let me know down below if you would do any of those services, if you would talk to them over the computer, over the phone, or order a full-on body to turn into that person. The second episode in the second season is called White Bear, and I really like this one, and it has a huge twist at the end, which is really cool, and it's still not my favorite, but that one was pretty awesome. Basically, this woman wakes up and she's running and she doesn't know what is happening, and people are trying to kill her, and no one's speaking to her, no one's helping her at all, and then it just, you know, goes on from there. And then the last episode of the third season, I don't even remember. It's called The Waldo Moment. I guess that one was really lackluster for me because I don't remember much of any of it personally. Oh yes, I remembered this one, so I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. It's about this failed comedian who then takes the role as this blue bear called Waldo, and he interviews politicians, but he's kind of like a basher of them, and he just like is really like harsh with them, and I honestly, I don't really remember a lot of it. So I don't think that one was as good as the other ones personally, but it was okay. So let me know if you've seen the Christmas special or any of these episodes and what you thought of them. I love this series. I kind of want to go back and rewatch the episodes because they are so good and so well thought out, well acted, well filmed. Like, just everything about them is amazing, and I'm surprised there's not a lot more talk about it because I kind of just stumbled upon this randomly. One of my favorite YouTubers had tweeted something about it, and I'm like, okay, I'll go in blind and just click play on Netflix and watch an episode, and as soon as the first episode ended, I'm like, whoa, what is this? And since then, so many of you have been requesting that I talk about it, so maybe there's hype about it, I don't know. So make sure to leave some requests down below for what you want me to review next. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.